The one and done moms are finally breaking their silence and they're speaking up and they're pushing back against society and they're standing their ground and pushing back against every expectation that society expects from them. And as we all know, we live in a society that people tend to have an opinion over anything you do. You decide to have kids, they seem to have an opinion. You decide to have one child, they have an opinion. They want to convince you into having more kids. And then you decide not to have kids at all. Everybody would try to convince you and tell you how you're going to regret it. You're doing doing it the wrong way. You're going to face a lot of criticism and pushback. So hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Joy. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Today we have an interesting topic to talk about. We're talking about the moms that have decided that one child is enough for them and they're not having any more kids. And somehow there seems to be some sort of pressure that they face. I'm shocked myself because I thought this pressure was only on child-free women. I didn't know people that had just one kid also faced this kind of pressure. So basically, we're going to be exploring what they have to say.
Listen, they lied. They lied to you, fam. Take it from me. Have one kid and be done. Be one and done. I don't care what your mama say. I don't care what your friends say. I don't care what anyone tells you. Oh, I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to help you. You have a village. No, you don't. At the end of the day, all these people have their own lives, so we can't knock them for that. They have their own lives, their own jobs, their own responsibilities. They're not going to be able to be there for you 24/7.
Exactly. This is very funny because we've talked about this before, where some single moms were crying and were asking, where's the village? Where are the people that said they were going to support me? Where are the family, the people that said they were going to be there for me when I have that kid? Everybody is going to leave you. At the end of the day, it's your child. It's your responsibility. Nobody is literally like, people are just going to help you for a while. Like, people are going to do their best. And at the end of the day, you're going to find out that it is you and your children. It is you and your child. It is your sole responsibility. Nobody, like, where's the village? Like, dude, like, you'll find out that everybody has their own problems. Everybody has their own responsibilities. Yeah. If you want to have a kid expecting a community, you're going to be disappointed at the end of the day. Yeah. I wanted to point out that.
If you have 2, 3, 4 kids, you are outnumbered. You're going to struggle. It's going to be hard. You are going to cry. You are not going to enjoy motherhood.
Yeah.
Have one and be done. For whatever reason, the men don't bear the responsibilities like the moms do. So just know, 1 and 1 is easy. Listen, have one, you're one, you can do it. If you're outnumbered, that's when the real work starts.
Outnumbered sounds very funny, but yeah, like that's actually what it is. Logically speaking, you're just one person and your partner is just one person. It makes more sense that you're having one kid. Obviously, we all know having one child and taking care of one child is hard enough. It's a lot of work already. So the logical thing you should do is just stop at one at least, because you're just one person. Your partner is one person. So yeah, like the load of taking care of that child would be less when it's 2 people against 1 person. It lessens the load. Because when 2 people have more than 1 person you're taking care of, that's when you multiply the workload and sometimes you lose your mind. And at the same time, something we should note is, as a woman, obviously when you're having a kid with a man, you should have it at the back of your mind that, God forbid, something happens and this man leaves you with this kid. You should be able to have the number of kids that you can take care of, you can handle with or without a partner. That is the mindset that every woman should have going into motherhood, because nobody knows tomorrow. That man may likely leave you. He may likely find another woman, or maybe die or divorce you, or decide that he doesn't want to be in your life or your kid's life anymore. So what happens when you have multiple children? So I feel like being a one and done mom is the safest option. Like, if you want to experience motherhood, yeah, at least you have the experience, but you will not be overwhelmed because it's just one kid you're taking care of. You have all the time. You would have experienced motherhood if that is what you crave. For people that want to just see their mini me, they want to see someone that looks like them. At least in that child, you have everything. And at the same time, you still have your life. You would not have a lot of kids that may overwhelm you. You will not have a lot of work to do because it's just one kid. And if push comes to shove, maybe something happens and you need to take a break from that child, or you need some time to yourself, you can actually take that child and go give it to someone you trust, like your mom or your sibling, and say, oh, please hold this child. And it's not going to be a lot of burden for that person. They can help you hold that child for a while you go do your thing. And when you're done, you come back and take your child. Like, it's easier when it's just one child. So like, it's a win-win for you as a woman, for as a mom, when it's just one child. That is the safest option in all the options of of motherhood. Like, that's the safest option in motherhood, if you ask me. Because imagine having 4 kids. Imagine having more than one kid and something along the line happens and you're going to tell someone, please, can you watch my kids for me? And you're bringing 4 kids. Logically, if I'm that friend, I would not even, like, I won't think of it. I will just blatantly tell you no. Like, it's harder. Even men will tell you, like, just have one kid at least. Like, just watch. Like, just have one kid. Having more than one is risking your life. Like, you're risking a lot when you have more than one because anything can go wrong. So what do you do then when you have a train of kids already and something goes wrong? You're going to be stuck. This is the reason why a lot of women are trapped in marriages, because they have a lot of children. They cannot imagine taking care of those kids outside of the man. They don't have enough resources. Even aside from the resources, how do you start? Like, even if you want to get back into dating or being with another man, I don't know of a lot of men that would accept a woman that has more than one child. Worst comes to worst, 2 kids. Most people would not want to date a woman that has more than one kid. Life automatically becomes more difficult for you as a woman the more kids you have. That's the society we live in. It's not because you expire or anything, but everybody's running away from the workload. The workload is larger, it's more. Also, at the same time, I would say that we live in a society that thrives on the suffering of women. Society seems to have normalized the pain and suffering of women. When society sees you that you're a mom and you're not suffering, you just have one kid, you're enjoying your life, you have your freedom. You may not know it, but it's jealousy. Some people may be jealous of you and they would somehow try to convince you that, oh, bring up loads of reasons why you should have kids. When you never actually complain to them that you're lacking in some way or you feel like you need that child. No, they'll just begin to bring up problems for you. Like your child, they'll try to convince you that you're supposed to give your child a sibling. Your child is lonely. Like, dude, did my child ever complain to you that they were lonely? People tend to project their ideologies on people. Unsolicited advice will just be coming out from every angle. Your parents, even your family, they are going to be asking you when are you having another kid? Your parents are going to be asking you, when are you giving me more grandbabies? Your friends are going to be telling you your child needs a sibling. Sometimes it may even be your own child reminding you, mom, I need a sibling because my friends have siblings. And I would say that is not a good enough reason to be having more kids. Because if the decision is not coming from you, then there's no point bringing that kid into the world. If people are the ones convincing you, society is convincing you to have more kids, then that is not a good enough reason. You should not have that kid. You're not prepared. It stems from a place of jealousy, honestly, because yeah, as a society we thrive on the pain of women, the agony of women. When society sees you as a woman, that you're suffering, you're toiling, you're busy, you're trapped with kids, with responsibilities, that is when they recognize you as, yeah, a woman. She's a woman, she's a mother. That's their definition of a real woman. When you're suffering as a woman, when you don't have time for yourself, when all your life is centered around your kids, centered around, work and work. You don't have time to take care of yourself. You're not, having time to yourself. You're not enjoying your free time. Let's watch this one together.
As a mom of one and done, don't let people trick you out your spot. Don't let people convince you that you need to have more children and that your child is going to be different or selfish or
Lonely.
not know how to function in society because they're an only child. People love for mothers to be miserable. And if they see you as a mom of one, 9 times out of 10, they know that you're not miserable. They can see your freedom. They can see the life that you have with just one child. And I heard somebody say having one is like having none. And a lot of people know that, especially men that want to tie down women with children and other mothers who didn't know that they had an option to stop at one.
That's it right there. People are scared of your autonomy. People do not want your autonomy as a woman. Society is not used to a woman that is not suffering herself, that is not overwhelmed. It's basically jealousy. That is why, as young women, if you go to church a lot or you have communities where maybe family members are very close, if you come from a very close knit family, you would understand this thing I'm about to say. Those women you know that don't like you, they would be the ones coming to give you unsolicited advice and start asking you, when are you going to have kids? When are you going to get married? You are getting older. What are you doing with your life? The most important thing in your life is family. Have your own kids, have your husband. Leave all this career. Leave money. Chasing money is not important. And if you look at their lives, they are obviously miserable in their lives. And these women have never liked you. They've never spoken anything good of you, as far as you know. But somehow along the line, you feel like you know what is best for me. You expect me to believe that your advice is coming from a good place. It just goes a long way to show you that a lot of women are jealous of women that don't have a lot of work. Child-free women, one and done women, like women that don't have a lot of kids, that's overwhelming them, that's making their life a living hell. So yeah, be mindful. Like, I don't know if any of you can relate. If you can relate to this, I would like to hear from you down in the comment section. Because like this is something that reoccurs very, very, very like all the time. A woman that you know has no good intentions toward you would somehow find the tiniest opportunity to talk to you, and all she's talking to you about is, my dear, it's not good for you to be single. You're going to regret it when you grow older. I am a happy mom. You as a woman, you're supposed to be planning for your future. You're supposed to be having kids at this age. Leave all this money. Money is not important to your husband is more important. Like all these indoctrinated women that all they know is having kids, husband. That's all the life they know. So yeah, like it's just jealousy. They want you to come and join in their misery. Of course, we know misery loves company. So yeah, yeah.
People hate women with freedom, especially if you're a mom of one.
Yeah.
And moms of one kind of have the best of both worlds because you get to give that one child all of your energy, be involved as a mom, and then you also get time to yourself, especially as they get older. So the freedom that comes with that, people see that.
Yeah.
Don't get tricked out your spot.
To my ladies who only got one child, stop letting people make you feel bad for knowing your limits. Listen to me. Everybody is not meant to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 kids. If you know your limit is only one, that's all you should have. You understand? Because the same ones telling you you need to give that child a sibling, is they helping you now? Didn't think so. You understand what I'm saying? I love women who know their limit. You had your one child, you learned from it, and you done sat the down. Okay? Stop letting people make you feel bad for having that one child and knowing your limit and sitting down. Oh, but if you pass away, they're going to be alone. They're going to be okay being alone. You know how many people I know that got a brother and sister that they don't fool with? Catch my drift? Women, know your limit. You had your one child and you done sat down. Stop letting people make you feel bad for not giving that child a sibling. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why would you go out here and have another child if you struggling with the one you got? Know your limit. I love women who know their limit. My limit is one.
So ladies, let's not get it twisted. Do not let people talk you into having more kids. If you're a one and done mom, then leave it at that. If that is all you can handle, leave it at that. Don't have any more kids because society is pressuring you to do it. I tell you for a fact, they don't do it because they love you. They do it because they see that you're not suffering enough and they want you to suffer more. They tell you your child needs a sibling when you didn't ask them for their opinion, of course. If you feel like you want company for your child, there are lots of social activities for kids that you can enroll your kid into. Swimming lessons, piano lessons, where they can have friends, they would never be lonely. And as a matter of fact, it's not a bad thing for a child to grow up alone and autonomous. Because at the end of the day, in life is a very lonely place. Your siblings and you're not going to be with your siblings forever. At the end of the day, everybody is going to grow up and be autonomous. Life is a personal journey at the end of the day. Whether you get married, whether you have siblings, everybody is going to figure out their lives by themselves. So the earlier your child even starts living life and being autonomous and doing things and learning to be independent, the better for them when they become adults. So yeah, like there's no disadvantage. I don't see the disadvantage in just being a one and done mom. You've tested motherhood. If that was what you wanted, you have the kid, you know what it takes to be a mom, and as well you're being safe doing it, and you know this is what you can handle, and you're going for it. So why should people have an opinion? Why do they think they have an opinion? So yeah, whatever you do, society is definitely going to have a say. People are going to talk. So the best thing for you is to do you. Just do you. Every other person will adjust. Trust me. Because whatsoever you do, they are going to have an opinion. People are going to talk. Like, I would love to end this video by saying, ignore the haters, ignore the voices, ignore whatever unsolicited advice that anyone has to say. At the end of the day, it is your life. It is your child. It is your decision. No one should have a say in a delicate matter such as having kids. And on that note, we've come to the end of this video. Don't forget to leave your comments down below in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And subscribe to the channel. We educate ourselves on this channel a lot about social issues that affect women especially. And on that note, we've come to the end of this video. My name is Joy, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.